Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to stop out for the conference tonight and visit the Liberty Center Athletic Boosters. The boosters will be selling 50/50 raffle tickets up until tip-off of the Varsity game. Also stop out and see the Liberty Center Music Boosters operating the concession stand. Support your favorite Liberty Center band members and choir members with the purchase of food and beverages. With 3 minutes left in the second quarter, will the senior parents please report to the comments? See Athletic Director Paul. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please direct your attention to the court as we recognize our 2025-2026 Liberty Center Lady Tiger basketball seniors and their parents. Our first senior tonight is number 12, Gabby Conrad. Gabby is escorted by her parents, Dan and Sandra Conrad. She is a 4-year member of the girls basketball team. After high school, Gabby plans to attend an undecided college to study business administration and marketing. Her favorite girls basketball memory is all of the friendships that she has made over the past 4 years. And our final senior tonight is number 10, Aletha Fosnight. Aletha is joined by her parents, Andy and Leslie Fosnight. She is a 4-year member of the girls basketball program. After graduation, Aletha will be attending Kent State University to study business administration. Her favorite girls basketball memory is in junior high when the team got slime and shoe prints on the ceiling of the locker room. The Liberty Center Athletic Department would like to thank these senior Lady Tiger basketball players and their families for their commitment and dedication to Liberty Center Athletics over the past 4 years. We wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors. Please, let's give them one more big round of applause. Our Liberty Center ladies basketball players also have flowers to recognize the senior basketball players from Delta High School. They include number 2, Grace Manhart, number 4, Abby Todd, number 5, Mackenzie Kruger, number 10, Ellie Martinez, number 24, Keegan Gillen, and number 40, Elena Hilliard.
This 2025-26 Tiger Sports Live broadcast is brought to you by KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Pisanello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Swanton Welding, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, Gerald Grain, Hill Asphalt, Mason Hill Construction, Engler Auctions, Dental Health Associates of White House in Sylvania, and Fessenden Hardware of Swanton.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the jungle for this NWAL finale between your Lady Tigers of Liberty Center and the Delta Panthers. I'm Greg Badenop on the mic with my partner, Scott Army. And Scott, it feels strange to say finale. It feels like we just got this thing started, but here we are with the NWAL finale for the girls.
You know, months-wise, it's a long basketball season, but when you put the games together, it goes very, very quick.
It does. And the Tigers are welcome, one of the best in the NWAL tonight, and the Delta Panthers, a team that coming off their first league loss last week to a very good Patrick Henry team, but also a team that still has an outside shot of sharing this thing. You know, Patrick Henry goes on the road tonight to play a very tough Archibald squad at Archibald. So you never know. So I'm sure Coach Gillen's in there talking about we got to take care of our business before we can worry about scoreboard watching. So I'm sure they're going to be focused and ready to go here tonight.
Agreed, Greg. And that's the thing. You coach, as a coach, you're just basically saying, hey, all we can do is control the things we can control. And tonight, it's Liberty Center.
Yeah. And speaking of those Tigers, the Lady Tigers coming off a very nice win, getting back to 500, going on the road and knock off a good Toledo Christian team, a team that was ranked ahead of them. Matter of fact, their last two games, I believe, knocking off teams that were ranked ahead of them going into the matchups. Evergreen got a better seed in the tournament, as did Toledo Christian. So a good sign for the Lady Tigers as they're kind of heading down the stretch here. They've obviously, Scott, we've talked about it a lot. They've had a rough year in terms of injuries and key players with Hope and Blair and Chloe out for a while and Aletha. And they've just fought through a lot of adversity. For them to be 10-10 speaks volumes to not only the ladies, but the job Coach Davis has done.
He absolutely has done a great job. And think, Greg, a couple weeks ago, we were here for Patrick Henry, and the game got away from him at the end.
Yeah.
But they have put together consistently some good games. You said I mentioned Evergreen, and you mentioned Toledo Christian.
Yep. And, you know, Scott, go back to that Patrick Henry game. We talked after that game. They stacked three good quarters together there. They made PH sweat it out a little bit. I think Coach Sonnenberg was sweating a little bit at halftime. And you could see that building. And then you get to the Evergreen game. You get to the Tenora game. You get to those games, and those turn into wins for a young Tigers team that despite being down and being shorthanded, has gotten so much better here over the last few weeks.
Yep. And, Greg, and again, Delta tonight is a very similar to Patrick Henry with that length, as we were discussing just a few minutes ago. So the same approach. It's going to be a kind of to slow this game down, take care of the basketball, turn it more to a half-court game than let them go up and down the floor.
Yeah, one of the things that jumps off the page to us, Scott, as we were looking through those Delta stats is the amount of deflections they have as a team. Obviously, we'll get to Anna Lohman here shortly, one of the best players in our league. She's going to be a first-team All-League, first-team All-District player. But you go down that list and you start adding up the amount of deflections when you add 4 or 5 of them together, and it's incredible how many times they get their hands deflecting a basketball. You can tell that length is put to good use on the defensive end of the floor.
Yep, the length and the active hands out front especially.
Yeah. So speaking of Anna Lohman, the sophomore, the 6-foot sophomore, comes in averaging about 13.5 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists, sort of the do-it-all sophomore for the Lady Panthers. She's kind of the head of the snake defensively. They're going to jump into some full court, some zone. Her length out top is something that Coach Davis has talked at length about. You have to take care of the basketball. You have to not give live ball turnovers. And Anna Lohman and her impact on this game will be interesting to watch.
No, as Coach Davis said to you and I before, is that she's probably the second best player in the NWL. And that goes a lot because there's quite a good players in the league.
Yeah.
But you said, mentioned about her being active. She likes to take the ball to the hoop. She's not the greatest outside shooter, but she still can score.
Yeah, makes enough to keep you honest and use that length and athleticism. For the Lady Tigers, some of their youngsters, Scott, that have kind of thrust into roles they're maybe not used to. Addie Davis, Caston Miller have stepped up big time over the last few games that we've broadcast. Addie Davis, her averages for the season might not be super high, but boy, since Hope Atkinson went down, she's done a fantastic job controlling things for the Lady Tigers. And again, you're asking a freshman to control the ball because what we say, 95% of the time that ball was in Hope's hand. Yep.
So Addie has done a great job, but again, Caston has done a great job. As well as who am I forgetting about? Caston and who's the other one?
Kenna Cordes.
Kenna Cordes is coming off the bench well.
Yep.
And it's too bad for Blair. Blair was being a nice rock solid. And
she was.
So, yeah.
And then, of course, we've gone through this far, and the 2 defensive stalwarts for the Lady Tigers, Brooklyn and Chloe Moeller out top, and that'll be an interesting matchup to see how their quickness versus Anna Lohman's length and athleticism in that full court plays out. But we're going to turn the things over to Mr. Zeb Orr, and our PA announcer will be back with you after the starting lineups.
On behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, and the athletic department of Liberty Center Schools, we welcome you to tonight's game. We are pleased that you are here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with liberties and freedoms like none other. To honor the United States of America and all of our servicemen and servicewomen, both past and present, we ask that you please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, performed tonight by the Liberty Center High School Pep Band. Liberty Center High School and Delta High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct and competition. While the athletes in this game tonight are friendly rivals, all in attendance are reminded that this is a game between student athletes and that sporting behavior is expected. The officials for this game tonight have been chosen according to the policies and procedures set forth by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your officials for tonight's game are Mr. Gary Brubaker, Mr. Tom Byatt, and Mr. Brandon Flora. And now let's meet our teams. First, the visitors, the Lady Panthers of Delta High School. A 6-foot sophomore, number 3, Anna Aloman. A 5-foot, 6-inch senior, number 4, Abby Todd. A 5-foot, 6-inch senior, number 5, Mackenzie Kruger. A 5-foot, 11-inch junior, number 23, Addison Wise. And a 5-foot, 9-inch senior, number 24, Keegan Gillen. Delta is coached by Kelsey Gillen, assisted by Jeremy Loman, Allie Parsons, Ryan Lamb, and Bryce Gillen. And now, let's meet your Liberty Center Lady Tigers. A 5-foot, 4-inch sophomore, number 1, Brooklyn Moeller. A 5-foot, 4-inch freshman, number 3, Addie Davis. A 5-foot, 4-inch shooter, number 5, Chloe Moeller. A 5-foot, 11-inch senior, number 10, Alita Osnight. And a 5-foot, 7-inch senior, number 12, Gabby Conrad. Liberty Center is coached by Tim Davis, assisted by Casey Underwood, Braylon Weimer, Scarlett Durkin, and Gracie Miller.
All right, Scott, there you have it. There's the starting lineup, and you can see some of that length in that starting lineup right there. 6 foot, 5'11", 5'9" for Delta getting started here. Lady Tigers are going to counter with their normal starting lineup of Addie Davis, Brooklyn Moeller, Chloe Moeller, Alita Fosnight, and Gabby Conrad. Expect some zone here early out of the Lady Panthers. And if the Tigers, again, going back to that PH game, Scott, very important early in this game, control it, no turnovers, get yourself kind of involved and stick around in the first few minutes.
And then offensive and defensively control those boards as much as you possibly can.
Loman's going to control the tip. There's Chloe Moeller from behind. 5 seconds in, Chloe Moeller, 1 deflection, 1 steal. Brooklyn Moeller attacks the other way, up with the left, no good.
Nice aggressive play by Brooklyn.
It was. Yep, rebounded there by Keegan Gillen. She'll give to Loman, who'll bring it up the floor. She's guarded by Brooklyn Moeller. Again, Tigers here, very specific game plan with Abby Todd, number 4, and Anna Loman, number 3. The only two that have really shot it from the outside a ton, but of course there's Addison Wise, lets one go. No good, but there's Abby Todd. One of those three-point shooters gets a clean look early, knocks it down. 3-0 Panthers on the scoreboard.
Mentioning that Delta pregame here only shoots about 26% from three-point line. Twice actually 23%. Here they have launched 2 quick 3 points.
And more importantly, it's got most of those attempts coming from just 2 individuals, Abby Todd and Anna Loman. Tigers get tacked the baseline, nothing there. They go outside. Addie Davis for the answer. Right on line, just a little short.
Nice tip by Aletha.
Yep, Tigers control. Fosnight won't get credit for that offensive rebound, but that's her offensive rebound right there. She tipped that one back out for the guards to control. That length of Anna Loman gives some fits. Addie Davis pass around, going to be taken away by the Panthers. Here they come. Abby Todd open on the wings. She'll let another one fly in and out. Rebounded by Delta. They put it on the deck. Chloe Moeller hits the deck with her. They're going to call a travel.
They mentioned, Coach Davis did, about the aggressiveness of Addison Wise, and there she was attacking that rebound.
Yep. And you saw, Scott, when they got in that half court, Addie Davis trying to pass around Anna Lohman. That's a lot of length.
Yes.
You wanna not get in these positions right there where you have to make that pass, because that pass is tough. You got Anna Lohman kind of roam. You go down the floor. There you go. Good. Gabby Conrad gets it. False Knight down the middle. Absolutely. Nicely done.
Nice job,
Very
Greg.
nicely done. That's how you get your eyes down the floor. Good job, Gabby Conrad. Good attack there, Aletha False Knight.
All of them. Seniors. Head up, eyes open. Here we go.
Absolutely. They attack. It's going to be Gillen. She'll knock down the baseline 15-footer. I think that's a shot Coach Davis is willing to give up at this point, though, Scott. No threes for Lohman. No threes for Todd. No layups. That's kind of the game plan here. Good.
Good.
Chloe in the middle. Good job by False Knight
There we go.
Controls. It'll be Brooklyn Moeller. She goes the other way. Swatted away by Lohman. Good attacks here early by Brooklyn Moeller. Just not getting it in yet, but Abby Todd in the corner. She'll put it on the floor. Kicks out. Controlled by Kruger. This is Wise. Wise down to Lohman. Nice little give and go. Addie Davis on the help side comes up with it for the Tigers. They'll jump right into pressure here with Gillen. Gets to Brooklyn Moeller. She attacks. There's Chloe. They got a 3-on-2 back the other way. Chloe Moeller backside. Good catch by Gabby Conrad. Down to False Knight. False Knight kicks. Brooklyn Moeller. Up fake. No good. No shot there. Tigers slow it down. False Knight. Addie Davis, she lines up another one just short. Battle for the boards. Conrad. Nice job, Gabby Conrad.
Our ball.
Tigers maintain possession here. So some clean looks here, Scott, when they've attacked that pressure.
The one thing I think, exactly, I think they've shown a little bit of patience on the offensive end, moving the basketball around. Caston Miller are going to be checking in for Gabby Conrad.
Yep. And even though Gabby's giving it, she's still laboring.
Hobble.
Yep.
Yeah,
that right foot still not clearly anywhere close to 100%, but she's battling. Tigers inbound. There's a length. Abby Todd with the deflection, the steal. They'll come back the other way. Brooklyn, I thought she had that. Lohman attacks. Up the runner. No good. Rebound, Addie Davis.
Brooklyn's given up quite a few inches, but she is right there with her on that defensive end.
Good job by False Knight squaring up there to relieve that pressure. It's kind of a 1-3-1 here with Lohman out top, and she kind of stays out top there. And there's the deflection and steal going back the other way. Live ball turnover. It's Abby Todd. Addie Davis with the nice deflection. Good hands by Addie Davis. Here come the Tigers back the other way. 5-2, 4:15 to go. Nice pass. Good cut.
Nice look by Addie Davis.
It was.
Nice cut by Caston as well.
I'm not sure that's where Coach Davis wanted her to dribble that basketball, but nice cut by Caston in behind that defense. Scott, the one thing you see with this Delta defense, when that ball gets down below them, typically a zone would collapse to the baseline and you'd have easy kind of kick outs to your guards. They only go down so far. They use that length to kind of put you in a tough spot. You're either gonna attack them. If you throw that ball back out, Scott, there are hands everywhere, and they're gonna get a hand on it.
Yeah, Greg, I think in regards to that as well, just watching it when you were mentioning that, we're tending to try to throw over it too.
Yeah.
We're not looking for that bounce, and I think they got the right idea of trying to get it to the person that they're throwing it to. They just got to find a better window.
Caston Miller goes 1 for 2. Tigers pull within 2. 5-3, 4 minutes to go here on that 3-chord scoreboard. Attack by Delta, kick out. That's Wise. Mooring on the attack. Ooh, bobbles it. Wise. Again, good game plan execution here. They're only guarding certain girls on the perimeter, Scott, and staying in with everybody else. And there's an Addy. Oh, Caston Miller almost had it. That was just an unfortunate bounce there. They had it. They had where they wanted. Just got their hand on it. Go. Yep, good. Nicely done. 2-on-1 the other way. Down to Caston Miller. She gets on balance. Deflected away. That was Addison Wise blocking that shot.
She did a great job of catching that ball. Unfortunately, I don't think she could regroup herself to get that shot up.
Nice attack right there. Kicks. It's Abby Todd in the corner. And nothing there. Addison Wise versus around. That's Mackenzie Kruger. No good. Rebound. Lohman. She'll go up and she's fouled.
Very active on the offensive boards.
Yep. Coach Davis not happy. Thought there was a rebounding foul there. Coach Davis talks in the scouting report about boxing out, must rebound the ball. I think that's right. You got the shot you wanted, right? You got the person shooting it. I think you wanted to shoot that shot. Got to come up with that rebound there if you're Lady Tigers.
Greg, some of the people that they're playing off of and letting them shoot if they want to take that shot, but when you go to box out, there's nobody there.
Yeah.
And they're charging in. So it's going to be a little challenge.
Yep. It creates a unique kind of situation. Lohman, 1 out of 2. Caston Miller clears the rebound from Foss Knight. Dealt again right into that pressure. Foss Knight, turn, deflected. Kruger, taken away by the Lady Tigers. Pressure both ways here.
Oh,
deflected by Lohman.
Hand on.
Yep, you got to attack. There you go. Yep, you got to attack. 3. You kind of see that perimeter. Nice pass. Chloe, go up with it. Blocked away by Wise. Going to go Delta basketball. You probably need Foss Knight to shoot that one right away.
Yeah.
She, did the right thing maybe by attacking, but maybe you just shoot that one from up. She's such a good mid-range shooter.
Agreed.
A clean look for Foss Knight from 10 feet, just about as good as her getting a layup.
Yeah. Full timeout for Liberty Center here.
So it's 8-3. The Delta Panthers lead about 3/4 of the way through this first quarter here. So exactly what we were expecting, Scott, with the Delta sort of zone length pressure, giving the Tigers some problems. I mean, they did some nice things getting the ball up the floor, but you can see when they pick that dribble up, trying to throw it around that long arm of the Lady Panthers has become challenging.
It is. I have it's unofficially, but 4 turnovers here in the first quarter.
Sounds
but
right.
We've also turned Delta over 4 times too. So we're doing a nice job on that end.
Yep.
We need to continue to do that and obviously turn it into points.
Yeah. Yep. And I feel like you might see Coach Davis here on the offensive side go to maybe some sort of screening action to maybe get Lohman out of there, a smack screen up top or something to give your guards a little bit of an advantage over her length. As good as Addie and Chloe and Brooklyn can be at handling that ball, the one thing they aren't is tall. And when you have length like that, it creates some difficult passing angles for the guards.
And look at the minutes played. Lohman and Todd are going to play the majority of this game.
Yep. So Lady Panthers into the front court. From the corner, no good. That was Annabelle Gillen. That's Lohman. She gets it off quickly. Deep, no good. Saves it in. Foss Knight not able to control. Brooklyn Moeller comes up with it. Deflected out of bounds off Brooklyn. Good job by Brooklyn Moeller there staying active.
Lohman, after that shot, kind of went over Brooklyn and tapped that back in.
It was almost a great play.
It was.
So Panthers inbound. Lohman will control. Still being guarded by Brooklyn Moeller. Cross. She'll let it go from 3. That one's no good.
Another rebound.
Rebound from Gillen. Chloe Moeller. You got numbers the other way if you can beat the pressure. Addie Davis has it.
Oh.
They're going to stay in the pressure.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, they're going to stay in the pressure. That's, that's not easy to do. You get on a miss, you jump right back into your 1-2-2 pressure. That's not easy to do.
Yeah.
So Keegan Gillen back into the game, Scott.
Kenna Cordes is also checking in for Liberty Center.
Adding a shooter onto the floor here. And Kenna Cordes. Little 2-2-1 action here.
Oh, attack that, go.
Yep. Look at Foss Knight. Good. Now you attack. No. Right idea there. You just got to attack that after. I know it's hard sometimes, but you beat that pressure. Nope.
Again, her tip.
Yep. A lot of deflections. A lot of deflections here early, just like as we kind of saw that on those stats, Scott. Just a lot of length out there, good anticipation. Kind of this flat 3-2 now. Tigers doing a nice job being patient though here. No need to get
nice. Oh
no, deflected away by Lohman again.
Get her from behind there, Caston.
Ooh.
Oh, it looked like a travel.
Yep, Gillen brought the ball up. That's Todd. She'll let it go. She got it.
That's her second of the first quarter.
That's the only other one you can't let shoot the basketball there, according to that scouting report. No shots for Todd, none for Lohman. Long opposite. Oh. Here comes Addie Davis. She'll break the pressure. Over to Kenna Cordes. It'll be a reaching foul on Abby Todd.
I believe that's her second, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big one.
A big foul.
That's a big one.
Yep. Check out of the game.
So Tigers, 20 seconds to go here. See if they can get a bucket here before the end of the first quarter, and go into the break feeling a little bit better about their offensive game
Something
here.
to build on, yes.
Yep.
Nice take by Addie.
Good. Addie Davis up, no good. Caston Miller battles for the board. No good. Good battle by Caston there.
I thought Addie was going to get that.
I did too. Yeah, nice little step through there. Ten seconds to go here. Brooklyn Muller's got Anna Lohman. Kicked over. That's
nice
steal. Nice steal.
Alita.
Foss Knight up ahead. Brooklyn Muller 2. 1. Shoot it. No, didn't get it off. Good defensive effort there by the Lady Tigers. Not able to get anything on the offensive end. But after 1 quarter of play here at the Jungle, is Liberty Center Tigers 3, the Delta Panthers 11.
This 2025-26 Tiger Sports Live broadcast is brought to you by KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Pisanello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Swanton Welding, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, Gerald Grain, Hill Asphalt, Mason Hill Construction, Engler Auctions, Dental Health Associates of White House in Sylvania, and Fessenden Hardware of Swanton.
All right, welcome back to the Jungle. That second quarter, Lady Tigers down 11 to 3. Got unofficially in the
right now by Alita Foss Knight with 2, and Caston Miller with 1 at the free throw line. Unofficially, turnovers, looks like 5 apiece in that first quarter. I didn't have rebounds, but I'll try to do that here in the second quarter, see if we can get a little bit better statistic there.
You know, one of the things, Scott, I think if we had the stats here, I think one of the things we would see is shot attempts from one end. I think Delta's got a lot of shots to the basket because of those offensive rebounds versus what the Tigers have gotten out.
Clearly pointing in their favor.
And Alone went off the ball screen. She'll let one go from deep, in and out. No good. Brooklyn Muller. She'll battle for the board. Deflected away by Delta, but good rebound there by Brooklyn.
Yeah, good. Right there was the box out. She had her boxed out well.
Addie Davis, a trigger. Gets into Cordes. Back to Davis. Good pass fake there. Now you go. Good. Foss Knight. And attack that. Good job by Foss Knight. That's okay. Nice job. Deflected. Foss Knight not able to come up with it. Lady Panthers back the other way. Addie Davis. Going to get called for the foul there. Eddie disagrees. It'll be Kruger going to the free throw line here. But Scott, that was good. That was good press break there by Lady Tigers. They had a 2-on-1 behind it. Letha not able to get to go, but that's good press break.
You know, I think if Letha takes one more dribble, I think she's going to be in that stronger mode where she go up for that layup.
Yep. First one, no good for Kruger. 5'6" senior gets a second. No good. Kenna Cordes clears. Lady Panthers right back into that pressure. Long opposite.
Get it across. There you go.
Good. Kenna Cordes back to Addie Davis. Skip pass over Brooklyn Muller to Caston. There you go. Nice. Good. Nicely done. Yeah. Good job. Yeah.
That was really good ball movement for Liberty Center.
That was. And you know, Scott, as I'm watching here, my coaching brain doesn't shut off sometimes. I keep saying long opposite. When you see those 3 guards for the Lady Tigers up top and 1 girl in the middle, which is usually Letha Foss Knight, that girl who's opposite is kind of staying hidden behind the length of Delta. If you can get that girl to extend deep for long, and if we don't get it, you can always come back to the ball. I think you can shred that defense on that long opposite and kind of force them to maybe sink a little bit more than what they are right now.
I agree. And as a coach, you want you pass.
Yeah.
The defense can't catch up to the pass.
So Letha Foss Knight gets one of the two, 11-4. Gillen lets it fly. That one's no good. Ball's out of bounds. Back to the Lady Tigers. And I'll tell you what, the scouting report right now, they're executing it perfectly down here. No, don't give Anna Lohman any looks. They've lost Abby Todd a couple times, which is not what Coach Davis wants, but they're getting the right people, I believe, to take the shots. Right now, Brooklyn Muller, go.
Anna.
There you go. Good.
Only has the one basket with the free throw.
Good. Go, Caston. Nicely done. Good pass down. Good hustle there by Mackenzie Kruger, but that's a good job. That was very well done right there, Scott.
Definitely looking in for Lalitha there.
Good hustle by Kruger.
It was really good hustle back.
So Tigers take it out. Addie Davis deflected. That's Addison Wise. Wise is as you mentioned, she's very active. She's very physical down there. She's long. Got to go. Caston Miller in the corner. She'll let that one fly. That one's going to be a little deep. Rebounded by Kruger. Here come the Panthers back the other way. Anna Lohman pushes. Brooklyn Muller on her. Nice job by Brooklyn. Good job, nice. Addie Davis with the deflection. Here come the Tigers back the other way. Addie Davis attacks, gets to 2 feet. Stolen away by Kruger. She's going to push back the other way. There's Cordes. There's Miller. She dribbles through all of them. Up for 2. Good. Mackenzie Kruger, coast to coast there.
Number 5.
Nice job gaining control with the tip on the defensive end.
There you go. There's opposite. There's middle.
Look away.
Spin. Yep.
There you go.
That one. That's got to be a little stronger than that in the middle. Ball's up. Lohman pass. Up. Good. Keegan Gillen. Coach Davis going to take a timeout after a real quick 15-4 lead now for the Panthers after a quick 4-0 run.
Hey, I'm going to jump in here real quick. Let's talk a little bit about our schedule as we're coming to the end of our broadcast schedule for the winter. We will be adding, if there's any home tournament games, the girls are playing at Evergreen in their first tournament game, but the boys draw, as you said, Greg, is Sunday, so we'll know that. But Saturday, February 14th, it's a Valentine's Day doubleheader. The Lady Tigers will take on the Otsego Knights. 12:15 JV tip-off, only 2 quarters for the JV, and then right back at it, the boys take on the St. Francis Knights at 4:45. That'll be a triple header. 4 games, so if you don't have a Valentine date, you got a good excuse to bring your wife to the basketball game.
Nothing better for a Valentine's dinner than popcorn, hot dog, and a pop. That's about as good as it gets right there.
That's about my budget.
You can stick a candle in the hot dog if you want to. So a little run there, Scott, by Delton. I think what Coach Davis is talking about there is those live ball turnovers are the ones that kill you. Yeah, if you turn the ball over down here at 80 feet away from their basket, that can be okay. But those live balls that turn to quick points the other way, those are hard to overcome.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about before. We just want to make sure we're slowing this game down and not get into an 84-foot track meet.
Yep. The Tigers will inbound it. There's some good ball movement across the middle. Chloe Moeller to Foss Knight. Foss Knight over to Kenna Cordes. She lets one fly from 3, just off the mark.
Like to see that Kenna was ready to shoot on that
one. She was. Yep, she was hunting that shot. Anna Lohman on the attack. Addie Davis helps. Lohman up for 2. Good finish there.
Her first basket of the night.
Good finish by Anna Lohman on the run. 17-4, Lady Panthers with the lead. Lady Tigers moving it. There's Cordes. She gets into that corner. Anna Lohman with the deflection, deflects it off Kenna Cordes. Very active.
And you know what? She's with her length, but her feet, she moves her feet very well.
Anticipates very well.
Yep.
So with Brooklyn Moeller out, it's Chloe Moeller on Anna Lohman. Now, good job. Deflection, another deflection. Chloe Moeller using her quickness and athleticism there to get a couple deflections on Anna. So it'll be Delta ball in the corner here. Tigers need to get a couple stops and get something to fall on the other end, Scott.
Yeah, it's been a...
Kruger's going to let one fly. That one's no good.
She had that
inside position.
Yep.
Rebound and bucket up and good for Olivia Morning.
Delta basket by 22. Morning.
Tigers down 19-4. 4:49 to go here in the second quarter.
You know, it's one of those things. That's the youth. When that shot goes up, you got to be moving to be boxing
There's
out.
Foss Knight. Nice job. There's Cordis. Tigers beat the pressure that time. Don't get anything out of it, but do a nice job. There you go. Good, Chloe. Good attack. Up with the left hand. No good. Rebound by Lohman. Lohman picks it up, throws down to 23. That's Addison Wise. Wise on the attack. Throws it up to Lohman. Lohman attacks. Kicks. Skip pass over. That's Addison Wise in the corner. She's being guarded by Addie Davis.
She's on that three-point line, but she wasn't even looking to shoot.
Nope.
She was wide open.
Foul's going to go on Chloe.
Her first.
Liberty Center foul against number 5, Moeller, her first, team second.
Again, Tigers, 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Tigers just need to get a bucket to go here, Scott. Slow down the momentum a little bit. Let their defense get set. Get some confidence going here. I believe we got 1 bucket and a couple free throws is all we got so far.
Yes.
Need that ball to go through the hoop here. Mooring, she'll let one fly from 3. That's no good. Box out Brooklyn Moeller, but that's the length of Anna Lohman. Deflected away. Brooklyn Moeller, great job. Man, Brooklyn Moeller's got such quick hands. Across to Chloe. Tigers get set. Gabby Conrad in the corner. Tigers being patient up top. Chloe back to Brooklyn. Finds Conrad. Nice dump down. Foss Knight up with the left. No good. Rebound. Caston Miller.
There's a foul.
She gets knocked to the ground. No foul called. Going back the other way to the Delta Panthers.
Yeah. Question is, how did she get to the ground?
Yeah,
that's the question.
That's one that. Yeah, that one you gotta. I don't know if you get knocked to the ground and the ball goes out of bounds off of you, off the Tigers. I think you got to call a foul on that point. But
full timeout for Delta.
Delta's going to take a full timeout here. Lady Tigers trailing the Panthers 19-4 halfway through this second quarter. And Scott, we're halfway through this second quarter. The Tigers obviously only with 4 points, struggling on that offensive end. But their defense has been, for the most part, pretty good. I mean, game plan-wise, executing what Coach Davis told us they needed to do. Maybe a couple offensive rebounds that they've given up. One on some just good inside position down there from Mooring. Anna Lohman's got a couple with her length. But for the most part, I thought defensively so far they're doing what they're supposed to do.
You know, in studying Delta, we figured most of their offense was going to be going towards the basket or trying to get points in the paint.
Yeah.
They've hit a couple three-pointers, but they're also not shy shooting it tonight from out there. So I agree with you. I think we are happy on the defensive end. Offensively, though, we got to find something to get us going.
Yeah. I mean, really, if you take away the 2 times we lost Abby Todd in this game, her 6 points, I mean, 13 and halfway through the second quarter to a team with this much talent is pretty good from a defensive perspective. But
last couple of times down here when we're rebounding, I think we're boxing out. It's that length. They're just going up and over.
Yep.
And they're not hitting us. They're not playing through us, so there's no foul.
Yep. Just a tip here and there, tip back, tip left, tip right. Yep. Yep, absolutely. So it'll be Lady Panther basketball here. 3:24 to go in the second. Anna Lohman controls. She's being guarded by Brooklyn Moeller. There's an attack up. Gillen, no good. Nice pass. Nice pass. Lost control there, did Keegan Gillen, but got back with one hand, found Mooring under the basket, wide open for a 2. Good. Oh, that was the right idea. Yeah. There's a pick 6. It's Mooring back the other way. Brooklyn Moeller defending. Foss Knight controls. And going to be a jump ball going to the Lady Tigers.
Number 4, Abby Todd returns to action for Delta.
Abby Todd and her 2 fouls is back in the game. Anna Lohman's going to have
check out for the first time, yeah.
See if the Tigers can get something here with Lohman on the bench. Got to go.
Oh.
Stolen away. That's Gillen. She kicks ahead.
Nice
Gillen
look.
dumped down. Abby Todd up. No good. Brooklyn Moeller deflects it, and Gabby Conrad clears. Here comes Brooklyn Moeller the other way. Over to Chloe.
Nice look.
Foss Knight Underneath, gets it deflected again. Ball's on the deck. That'll be a jump ball. Yep. Man, they have such active hands down there. You think you got an easy, Foss Knight turns middle, just going to make a nice skip pass over to one of her guards, and just another deflection.
Yeah, and just over 2 minutes to go here in a second. I have us with 6 turnovers in this quarter alone.
Yep.
So yeah, they're not giving up on that pressure. That's for sure.
Abby Todd.
Nice give and go.
She kicks it out. Addison Wise turns down the shot. That's Abby Todd. No good. When one girl's not being guarded, if she screens for the girl that is being guarded, there's no one there to help.
No one there.
Good attack by Conrad. Reversed around to Chloe Moeller. Chloe dumps down. Pass a little too high for Conrad to grab. Another turnover for the Lady Tigers.
Greg, and I think some of those Delta players, they know their roles.
Yeah.
Because they're not looking to shoot it, but yet they'll pass it off, set that screen, and there it goes for Todd shooting it or Lohman.
So Abby Todd just gives a nice minute there for Anna Lohman to take a break. Lohman checks back in for Todd and those 2 fouls. Lohman attacks, gets to 2 feet, kicks. Nothing doing. Skip pass over. That's going to be Gillen. That's another 15-footer. Keegan Gillen knocks one down from the corner. That's her second corner jump shot, Scott. She's knocked down from that same spot.
Yeah, I'll tell you, she's got a nice jump shot.
She does.
Nice form.
Chloe Moeller gets to 2 feet. Ahead to Conrad. Conrad skip pass over Brooklyn Moeller. Chloe Moeller skips. Brooklyn Moeller, she'll let one fly from deep. That one's just a little bit deep. Rebounded by Gillen. Here come the Panthers. That's Wise, reverses the Lohman. Lohman, deep 3 from the top of the key, good. She got a clean look. She let it go, knocks it down. Anna Lohman puts the Panthers up 26-4. Chloe Moeller, good attack, kicks it ahead. Caston Miller unable to control. Probably just a matter of time. Anna Lohman got a little bit of a breather there from Brooklyn Moeller. Just enough space to get it off. She rises up, knocks it down.
I think she liked that space, because that was a deep 3.
That was deep.
Checking in for Delta number 45.
So checking in is Wilna Rosine, a freshman, 6'2" freshman, checking into the game.
They don't get smaller, do they?
They do not. Nope. 6'2" is add that to Addison Wise's 5'11", Anna Lohman's 6 foot, and there's a lot of length on the floor right now for Delta. There's Lohman on the block. She goes up with it, no good. Battle for the board. It's going to be Gabby Conrad comes out of there with it. Brooklyn Moeller for the Tigers. Addie Davis. Knocked away by Lohman.
Oh, nice
Davis
job,
knocks
Addie.
it away. Kick ahead. Here's Anna Lohman. Up. Good. Turnover into 2. 6 seconds to go here. 5. See if Tigers can get one off. Not going to get a shot off. No, Brooklyn's going to get one. And that will be the end of the half. So after one half of basketball, Delta Panthers in a dominating defensive performance out of them lead the Lady Tigers 28-4 as we head to intermission.
bring it to the scores table to collect your prize. Tonight's take home is $85. Red ticket number 499849. Again, if you've got the winning ticket, bring it to the scores table to collect your prize. 499849. $85 take home. 499849.
All right, welcome back to the jungle where the Lady Tigers down 28-4, Scott, after that first half of action. And you know, we kind of talked off air, just a struggle on the offensive end with that length in the zone of Delta.
Yeah, I know we were talking, we don't have it officially, but it looks like we may have got 4 or 5 shots off maximum in that quarter. And so obviously, and we didn't hit any of them, and we only hit that one charity stripe.
You know, when you're playing a team that pressures like this and has that sort of length, I think if you're Coach Davis, you know, we had a couple times there where we took some off-balance shots going to the rim. That is significantly better than turnovers throwing away from your basket, because those turn into, that's a 4-point swing real quick. You can live with some off-balance shots, even some quick shots at times, but you got to get that ball up on the rim if you're going to get the ball to go in at some point.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things, the keys to victory that Coach Davis was talking about, don't panic. And I think there's a couple situations here we did get in a little of that panic mode and sped that game up for Delta, and it plays right into their hands.
Yep, absolutely. Well, while we got a minute here before the third quarter gets started, Scott, we were just talking a little bit about that tournament draw. You know, I had some conversations, as Coach Davis and I always do, about his draw and my draw before they happen, because there's not a lot of people who understand all the intricacies of how that works and exactly what goes into that from a coaching perspective. But I think for the Tigers, being the 5 seed, about as well as you can get it. They're going to start out with Evergreen at Evergreen, which they just won that game about a week ago. And then if they win that, they're going to play an Ottawa Hills team that just got knocked off by Evergreen. And you look at where the Tigers were beating Toledo Christian on Monday. That league sometimes, not always, but sometimes has a little bit of inflated records based on the competition sometimes. So I think if you're Coach Davis, you got 2 winnable games to get yourself to a district final, and really for the season you've had and the adversity you've had to go through, that's about all you can ask for.
Greg, better than I do, but when it comes to tournaments, the matchups are huge.
Yeah.
And I think Liberty Center showed in that first game with Evergreen, they match up well with them.
Yep.
It was a game of runs. Liberty came out really hot. I think it built up like a 13, 14 point
18-4 maybe or something like that.
And then obviously Evergreen came back. But then the defensive pressure that Liberty exhibited on Evergreen throughout the rest of that contest was phenomenal.
Yep.
I think collectively probably one of their best games of the season.
And that old adage, it's hard to beat a team twice. I'm not sure that applies necessarily in basketball, because when you've knocked off a team already, when you're in high school, it's very hard not to have that at the back of your mind if you're the team that lost that game. That oh, hey, we have to do this, we have to do that, and we weren't like it's not easy to come back and beat a team, even though that old adage is hard to beat a team twice. I don't know. I think if you're Coach Davis, I'm not sure what else you could have done in that draw to make it any better for you.
No, obviously you don't want to look ahead. You got to face Evergreen, take care of that business, and I think that on paper, again, I think you will match up well with an Ottawa Hills team.
And and one of the things that maybe some people don't realize is this is the first year now where you have district finals. So it's not just the 8 or 9 teams in your district playing for one regional title. You have 8 or 9 teams, and you have them in 2 pods, 2 sort of mini brackets, if you will. And those mini brackets match up at the end of it with another mini bracket from a different district. So unlike years past where the 9 teams that the Tigers go to the tournament draw with, one of those 9 make it out, now you could have 2 make it out, or you could have 0 make it out. Very different.
Greg, I'm thankful that I have a bracket and a paper in front of me because it is confusing. I agree.
And especially for Liberty, who had 6 Northwest districts feeding into into regional bids. So you're going to get 6 regional bids essentially out of 6 different districts. But not to get too into the weeds, but you could have 3 different districts represented, or you could have 6 different districts represented.
Yeah.
So anyways, just a little tournament trivia for you there as we get started here in the third quarter. So Delta comes out with that same starting lineup as they had to start the game. Tigers have Caston Miller for Gabby Conrad. First possession, you're going to quick foul on Kruger up top. And you have to believe, Scott, that Gabby's given everything she can from a physical standpoint. You watch her go to the bench, and that limp is pretty pronounced.
It is. And and obviously it's senior night.
Yep.
I know they got that next game on Saturday, but this means it's a special night for her.
Yep, absolutely.
It's too bad.
Tigers attacking this with a 3-guard setup here. Brooklyn Moeller in the middle. Yep, Coach Davis wants her to attack forward, not backwards.
And with that zone and that length, most of our passes are going backwards. We're not doing any attacking.
Yep. Nice job by Chloe Moeller. Deflected away off of Chloe. It's going to stay Delta basketball. Yeah, you're exactly right, Scott. And we talked about that a little bit. You want those, if you're going to make a turnover aggressive one, make it going to the basket. And whether that be an off-balance shot, you get it deflected going to the basket, those turnovers going away from it. Not a lot of good happens there when you're trying to defeat pressure by playing laterally. Delta being patient here. Tigers sticking to their man-to-man. Nice cut. Abby Todd throws it. She steps out of bounds. Tigers might have got away with one there.
I was going to say, there's a little bit of a hold, I think.
Trying to make a little curl cut there, and might have been slightly impeded at the beginning of that, but we'll take it.
Well, with that height advantage, we have to kind of do something.
There you go. There's the light. That was it. Right idea, just not the good execution. Addie Davis had the right idea. Her eyes were in the right spot. Just pass a little too high for, was that Chloe?
It was for
side?
Chloe, yes.
Yep, but the right idea. That long opposite was the spot that's open. So Brooklyn Moeller on Lohman. Step back, not there. Nice pass. Dumps down in. Yep. Keegan Gillen sets the screen, rolls. Lohman with a nice pass to complete the assist. 30-4, Lady Panthers with the 26-point lead, their largest of the game.
You're right about a quick pass, too. I mean, she caught that and threw it.
Caston Miller gets it taken away. That's Gillen. She comes back the other way. Chloe Moeller chases her down. It's Lohman up top. Lohman with the nice crossover, step back, no good. Caston Miller tracks down that rebound. Be strong. Tigers back the other direction. 4 girls just kind of baiting the Tigers, using that length. Got to attack it somewhere. Attack it forward. Attack it forward. There you go. Turn square.
Oh,
Fosnight not liking the reach.
Yeah.
Chloe Moeller dump down. Fosnight. She'll go up. There's a foul.
She says, you know what? You're going to reach around me. I'm going to get my elbow in your eye.
Yeah, Fosnight was not a fan of that reaching there at that high post. That was Keegan Gillen.
Her second, team second.
Gillen a little banged up there. Maybe got a little poke in the eye.
Yeah, Letha's elbow got her.
There you go. So Fosnight will get a pair. First one up, short.
You know, with us not shooting the ball well from the field with the shot attempts even, I guess, for that matter, but we're only 2 for 7 as we speak right now.
From the free throw line?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to convert the freebies when you're struggling offensively. Fosnight's second one up. That one will go. 30-5.
And that breaks a long stretch of scoring drought, yeah.
It sure does. Was Fosnight's free throw the only bucket?
That was in the second quarter.
Yeah, the only point, I should say, not bucket. Good job by Brooklyn Moeller with the deflection there. Chloe Moeller looked for Caston. She was running the other way. Just a little sped up here, maybe in the backcourt especially.
You know, we just watched the Super Bowl last week, right? And the story of Darnold was always back when he was with the Jets about seeing ghost.
Yep.
And it's almost like our team is seeing ghost with all those hands and arms active.
Yep, that's a good analogy there, because it's very similar. I'm not sure, and it's easy for us to sit up here and see those openings and say, but believe me, I've been out there, I've been in those battles. It's not as easy as we're making it appear to be.
Greg, you make it easier now because I'm a lot older. I don't even know if I can go. It's easy for me to see it up here, but to go out and execute it, I don't even know if I could do it.
Tigers break the pressure there. That's Brooklyn Moeller. She'll let one go from deep, a little short. Caston Miller with the rebound. Up for 2. No good. Fosnight up good. There's their first field goal since the first quarter. Breaks a long stretch for the Tigers there. Gets them back to down 23 here with 5 minutes to go in the third.
And I think it's our first offensive rebound in a quarter, or 2 quarters, excuse me.
Delta remains patient here. Tell you what, there's Lohman. She'll let one go from 3. That's going to be short. Battle for the rebound. Chloe Moeller gets in there. To the deck they go, and it's going to be jump ball.
Liberty Center.
Again, the defensive.
Oh, sorry, I said Liberty Center's Delta ball.
Delta ball, okay. Defensive effort, other than those live ball turnovers, Scott, I feel like their half-court defense is being executed very well here. Inbounded, that's Mainhart. Grace Mainhart is checked into the game, 5'5" senior for the Lady Panthers. Deflected away. Brooklyn Moeller again. Nice job. Brooklyn Moeller doing a very good job on Anna Lohman.
I said she drew the short stall when she had to guard her, and she's done a nice job. Real nice job.
Addie into traffic. Kicks to Brooklyn Moeller. Out of bounds. Lady Panther basketball.
I think Addie's getting a little frustrated.
She is. Yep, she is. It's a learning moment. Learning moment for the freshman. Yep. She'll come through it on the other side just fine. So Lady Panthers with the basketball. Four minutes to go here in the third quarter on that 3-court scoreboard. Wise drives baseline, nothing doing. Shut off by Fosnight. Back up top, Mainhart will control. Panthers being very patient. Lohman kicks.
Short.
3 ball, no good.
You know, Greg, you mentioned that we are playing good on the defensive end, and I think if you had to pick your poison, I'd let them shoot that all night long.
Yeah.
I don't. Again, statistics, it's usually a good sign. I mean, they've hit some tonight, but I would die by it. I would
Yeah, I mean,
If I had to
I
pick
think
my poison.
outside of Abby Todd, I'm not sure that, and Anna Lohman, the two that we said have hit all the field goal, taking all the threes. Good job there. Foss Knight attack. She's going to get fouled in the full court. Good job on press break there. Got the ball sideline, got it to the middle. Foss Knight attacks.
Her first team, third.
Yeah.
Shooting for the Tigers, 10. Foss Knight.
Foss Knight first one up, good.
There.
Aletha's got 7 of the 8, I
was gonna
believe,
say.
right, Scott?
Yes. Having a nice third quarter.
Second one, pure. Tigers chip away a little bit here. 3:37 to go. Wise on the attack. Nothing doing.
Backside.
Abby
we go.
Todd to Mainhart. And that'll be a travel on Mainhart.
Their 4th turnover of the quarter.
You know, Scott, we talked about those 3-point attempts for Delta. Coming into the game, Abby Todd had 106. Anna Lohman had 100. All the way down to Annabelle Gillen, who had 22. So if you that's a big disparity in shot attempts. So when it comes to percentages, I think Coach Davis just decided, well, if those two don't shoot threes, we'll let the other ones shoot them. They're, if they make them, great.
Yeah.
And right now it's working.
As a team coming into the game, they shot 314. They hit 71 of them.
Good box out right there. Who was that? Olivia Mooring for Delta with a nice box out.
With 33 being made by Lohman and 24 by Todd. So that's 57 of the 71.
Yep.
So
there's Abby Todd. Clean look, no good. Another offensive rebound. That's Grace Mainhart. Back to Lohman.
Another offensive board.
Yep. Mooring attacks, nothing doing. Mainhart will let one go from 3, rattles home.
Got the shooter's touch.
Grace
there.
Mainhart, the senior, knocks one down.
Delta basket by number 2, Maynard.
Tigers beat the press. Nice move, Caston Miller.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like she attacked, got to 2 feet, stepped through to the left hand. Not sure about that one.
Number 5, Kruger. Number 10, Martinez.
Mass substitutions here for Delta.
24, Gillen.
Annabelle Gillen is in, as is Keegan Gillen, Ellie Martinez. And who's in the corner there, Scott? That's Kruger.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And Anna Lohman stays.
Yes.
So Brooklyn Moeller stays on Lohman. 33-9.
Nice job, Kenna.
Oh. It's the deck. It's going to be a jump ball, Tiger basketball.
I was kind of hoping for a travel. She rolled over.
Yeah. Thought she kind of dove into Kenna there, too, a little bit, but it happens. So Delta will pull off the full court here and go to the half court.
Man-to-man? Or nope.
Nope, it's going to be like a little 2-3 here. Or 2-1-2, however you want to draw it up.
Yeah.
Kenna Cordes gets a clean look from 3. That one right on line, no good. Caston, good rebound, kicks out. Addie Davis for 3. That one's off. Kenna Cordes battle, rebound up and in. Good job by Kenna Cordes, aggressive. Gets an open look, doesn't hit it, but gets a rebound, sticks it back. Nice job, Kenna Cordes. Tigers hit double. Nice job. Brooklyn Moeller steals it away. It's a deflection on Anna Lohman. Back to Cordes. Foss Knight.
I'm going to probably get that on Gillen.
Keegan.
Yep. That would be her 3rd, I believe.
Okay. 3rd foul on the senior.
Team 4th.
The Addie Davis. The trigger.
Oh.
Up top. Good job by Kenna going to the ball there. Addie Davis. Lohman just about got that one. Good deflection there by Keegan Gillen. Yeah. It was good. Yeah, good action there. Right idea. Ball goes out of bounds back to the Tigers.
You know what that's like I said, they sag off well enough with that length.
Yep.
And it's almost like they're reading it like a defensive back would, you know, and they come around and
yeah, that's why I mentioned earlier, Scott. Sometimes against a zone like this, sounds counterintuitive, but you want to actually set some screens maybe just to negate some of that length and make someone else step up the floor. Good job by Addie Davis. Down, Caston Miller up, no good. Good, nice job by Addie Davis there. Attack
Nice
that
look.
gap, got
Nice
to 2
catch.
feet, nice dump down. Not able to convert, but that's the right action there for the Lady Tigers. Lohman up top, works it around. Martinez, she's going to be called for steps.
Yep.
Ellie Martinez on the attack. Gets called for the travel, and things a little sloppy here, Scott. It's gotten a little sloppy here in the last about 2 minutes of this third quarter on both ends of the floor. A lot of turnovers.
Yeah, with both teams, I'm about 14 turnovers collectively. So
that sounds right. Good. Foss Knight squares up. Brooklyn Moeller in the corner gets trapped. Kicks away. Addie Davis. Good job, to the deck. She's out of bounds. Yeah.
Yeah, her foot was there.
Yeah, good hustle on both sides of the coin there. Annabelle Gillen's foot just happened to be out of bounds. Addie Davis to inbound. Oh. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. We're going to head to the fourth with the Lady Panthers up 22. It's 33-11.
Hey, once again, I just want to jump in here. Our last regular season broadcast will be on Valentine's Day, the 14th. This Saturday, the girls will tip off JV at 12:15 against the Otsego Knights. Then we're back in action as the triple header for the boys. The St. Francis Knights come to town, 4:45 freshman tip-off. We'll have those all here live on Tiger Sports Live. Also, as we pick up the tournament draw for the boys, it's very likely, Coach Badenhop just told us that we'll have a home game, and we will have that for you as soon as we get the schedule.
That'll be on Friday, February 27th. We know that date for sure. I think 7 o'clock, but don't quote me on that, but definitely on the 27th.
I will be watching from Isla Mujeres, Mexico.
Oh, no, don't talk to us then. We don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Cole, and you guys will.
Well, no, I already heard it's supposed to be 70 in Ohio that day, Scott.
Yeah,
so I already saw that.
You know how he did not hesitate to bring that up.
He didn't. He was ready for that date.
I was hoping the 26th.
Get the fourth quarter started here. The Tigers down 22.
Scoring wise, good third quarter for us. We scored 7, held them to 5.
There you go.
You led the way with 5 of those 7.
Really, it just comes down to that second quarter, Scott. That was 17-1, I think.
Yeah.
That's the first quarter. Yeah, you lose by 8, but you win the third quarter. Those are manageable. 17-1's tough.
Yeah. They obviously you play 4 quarters, but you have a quarter like that, it could put you in a insurmountable hole.
Addie Davis on the attack gets deflected. I tell you, the deflection stat is not inflated. You look at those numbers, you think maybe that is not. I can see why they average that many deflections a game and why Anna Lohman has close to 100 on the season and the other girls are in the 60s. It's an impressive use of length on that end of the floor for Delta.
It's Coach Gillen herself, I think, is built this team on the defensive side.
Yep.
Going to be as active as she can with that length. Just short for a lane. Nice hustle by Kenna. Oh, she was out of bounds.
That was a good, I know she didn't knock it down, but Chambers confidently steps in.
Yeah.
Good footwork, squared up, and take that shot. Lady Panthers basketball here.
Yeah, we're playing 4 freshmen and a sophomore right now.
Yep.
Nice.
Sure are. Wise up. She gets it to go.
Basket by 23, Wise.
35-11. 6:25 to go on that 3-court scoreboard. Delta's going to stay in that 2-3, 2-1-2 sort of setup here.
Greg, we talked a little bit about Liberty Center and the matchup they have, and you talked about those pods and things like that. And kind of unique for Delta that they are going to be hosting Paulding.
Yep.
And Paulding chose to come to Delta. Am I correct when I say that?
You are, and that's Paulding being the 4 seed and the GMC champ. Tough opening draw if you're Paulding. But good attack there by Addie Davis, not able to get to go. Caston Miller up and no good on the putback, but she'll get fouled. Yeah, but Scott, in that side of the bracket, you had, well, at the draw, you had Ottawa Glandorf, who was the one, and when they put themselves on the board, all 4 of the next seeds, so the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5, all went to the other side of the bracket.
Which, I'm not the brightest bulb in the pack, but that's a smart move.
Yeah. I mean, you're as a coach, you're sitting there thinking, not that you don't think you can beat OG, but that's a long shot. So your best case is you make district finals and you bow out. Even though you have to play a tougher game in the sectional final, I think all 4 of the teams that are there, Archibald, Paulding, Delta, and I'm missing one, but whoever Archibald's playing, all 3 of those teams probably think we have a decent shot to go to a regional,
right?
Staying opposite of OG. So interesting way of kind of attacking things, but these new pods, the whole point of them is to balance out a geographical disadvantage, and usually at the higher division level you don't see that a ton, but around here you have a ton of Division 6 and 7 schools. So if you have 2 neighboring schools who are 2 of the best teams in the state, it's possible they'd have to play each other to get out of a district, and that's what the district athletic board was trying to get away from, trying to just get to the point where when you got to the regional level, you had your best teams represented.
Which,
good attack by Paige Hill. She's going to get fouled by Lohman, head back to the free throw line.
Which you obviously understand that competitive balance part.
Yeah.
When you get, so I get that.
Yep. Thought process is that even though there might be some not confusion, but some pain at the district level, when you get to the regional level, you're going to have as close as you can to having your 4 best teams representing the Northwest Ohio district in the regional, which is, ultimately the goal of the district athletic boards.
Exactly.
First one, no good for Hill. Second one up, no good.
When we were talking off air, besides them doing that with OG, the top 4 seeds going opposite, the same thing happened for Liberty Benton. All 4 of the top 4 seeds went.
Yep. Nice move by Lohman. She'll get the floater to go. That gets her to double digits to 10. Yeah, you see that a lot, especially in girls basketball. As Riley Miller, her shot no good, Telda clears. In girls basketball, you seem to have some dominant teams in our area that really kind of head and shoulders at times above others, and when you have that, they're avoided like the plague when it comes to the tournament. You stay away from them as long as you can, and sometimes that means, in this case, nice finish right there. That's Keegan Gillen on the curl and jumper, 39-12 Delta. But you got
oh, there's the steal.
Lohman deflects it away. She's going to go the other way. Up good. 41-12.
Greg, we talk about it in football a lot too, and with the different divisions. And in girls basketball, it's a lot. Not so much boys. It can happen, but there's the haves and the have-nots, and maybe that's probably the wrong way to put it.
Nice shot, Elena Chambers. Nice little pull-up jumper.
You talked about that divide.
Yeah.
There is a divide.
Yep, absolutely. And timeout here, Delta, I think, just to get some subs in, maybe get some of his starters out. But you're right. And I even think back to, Scott, the years when Liberty's making their runs and go to a regional and phenomenal teams. If you watch those girls play, just some of the better teams Liberty's had in their history, and then you go play an OG team, and you just understand sometimes there's just a different level to it. And obviously those OG teams, and they're continuing to be. I believe the freshman on those teams is now the senior on OG's team, has become their all-time leading scorer, Erford. And it's just, there's just sometimes when you look at that disparity and you watch it and you realize we've had some good teams, or you think this team's really good, then they play that team that's got that kind of next gear, that next level, and it really stands out.
Yeah.
Next week, for those of you keeping track at home, next Thursday will be the Lady Tigers game at Evergreen. I believe that's the 18th or 19th at Evergreen. That'll be the way the format's set up now, essentially a sectional final.
Yes.
Yep. And we are going to investigate. Is there internet over there enough for us to do the game?
Riley Miller with the steal. She goes the other direction.
The push. You got
it. Push in the back will get her to the free throw line for 2.
And am I correct? Is that a 6 o'clock game or was it 7?
Normally they're 7, but
yeah.
you're right. The bracket might have said 6. You're right. Yeah. Normally those are 7 o'clock games.
It is 6 o'clock.
There you go.
Yeah.
6 o'clock. Riley Miller's first one up and good. an update on the boys' freshman team, where I can see is trickling in here from the bus. They were victorious in their NWAL semifinal game in a victory over Evergreen. So on Tuesday, they will go back to Delta and play in the championship for a freshman title against Wauseon. That game will be at 5:30, I believe.
And I'm assuming their opponent's playing right now.
They're playing Wauseon.
They're playing,
Wauseon played early and beat
Right.
Archibald. Yep, so it'll be Wauseon Liberty Center in the freshman championship game. So congrats to Coach Andrews. And while we're on the topic of congratulating people, I'd be remiss, Scott, if I didn't wish my grandma, who I know is watching, a 92nd birthday. She watches all LC Tiger Sports Live. So Mark, there you have a big fan in my grandma Luetta McBride out there, and on her 92nd birthday, she's doing nothing but sitting here and watching some Liberty Center Tiger Sports.
Well, happy birthday!
And you know, as much stuff happens during the weeks that we do this, that is really the type of stories that makes this whole thing worthwhile.
Absolutely. And I know John's there watching with her, so happy birthday, Grandma. So Lady Panthers and Lady Tigers still battling here. Most of the players, I believe, on the floor now participate in the JV game, Scott, I think, right?
We're going to finish that JV game that finished in
there you go.
In a tie.
Good idea. Yeah, and Coach Davis, and, you know, Scott, we can take a minute here to talk about these two seniors, Foss Knight and Conrad. They've they're bridged the gap, I'll say. You know, they were on the teams that were really good. They would have been, sophomores, I believe, right?
Yep.
When the Tigers went to the regional and won the district and all that.
Yep.
And then now they're kind of the two seniors on a very young team that you can see is going to continue to get better and have some success. And that's not an easy thing to do for Aletha and Gabby. So, you know, shout out to both of them. They've had really good careers here in all the sports they participated in. And really cool to see two girls stick it out like that and kind of be kind of parts of two different eras, so to speak, of Liberty Center girls basketball.
You know, and Aletha Fosnight is one of the elite high jumpers in track, so she'll move into that season and look to have a really good finish to her career.
Yep. You know, and obviously senior year didn't go the way. I mean, the injuries we talked about, you know, at length, and Gabby fighting through the injury that she has had. And again, you don't have to be a scorer. You could be a leader in a lot of different ways.
100%.
And she's showing that.
Yep, I think Coach Davis wants a foul here to get his seniors out and give them one more round of applause here.
Yeah. We may just have to turn it over, unfortunately. Unless he
maybe a phantom foul here would be great. That might be a double dribble. That's all right.
Yeah.
Foss Knight at the high post finds Conrad.
You know, it'd be nice to get Gabby a shot, though.
It would be.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe a foul here.
Yeah.
Somebody foul. Somebody foul.
There it comes.
There it is. Good job. Hey, if you're going to get it, get it.
You gotta say, you get 5 for a reason, right?
And here comes, and you're going to see a nice round of applause here for the two seniors. Gabby Conrad, Aletha Foss Knight. 2 4-year players for the Lady Tigers. You know, in today's world, Scott, no matter what you think about someone's career, whether you consider it successful or not, or, you know, they did that, none of that matters to me. If you're willing and able to give 4 years of your high school career to a sport, there's something to be said about that, because it's becoming increasingly rare to have anybody, boys or girls, play for 4 years. And I believe Aletha will be a 3-sport athlete for all 4 years.
Yep.
And does Gabby,
I think she only does the 2.
Okay.
She may have done track a few, but I don't think she's done all.
But still, 2 seasons of 4 years of sports is impressive. So shout out to Aletha and Gabby on great careers and not the senior night result they wanted, but doesn't take away from what they contributed to our program.
Contributed and growth, you know,
absolutely.
As players as well. I remember them playing as freshmen, and to see where they're at today. Again, they're not the result they wanted tonight for senior night, but still great contributors to the program overall.
Well, that'll do it. That final score here from the jungle. The Lady Tigers fall to the Delta Panthers 45-16. And Scott, I'm not sure there's a lot for us to talk about. We filled the fourth quarter with most of what we needed to say. So for the NWOAL finale. The Lady Tigers now head into Saturday's game against Otsego and then the tournament next week. So for Greg Badenop and Scott Army, we say good night from the jungle, and we'll see you next time on LC Tiger Sports Live.